Good evening. My name is David Gunnis, and I'm from the company called Baccarat Secure LLC. What I'm going to go over with you folks is quite possibly the greatest profit-making gambling system ever created for the game of Baccarat. Baccarat is a game found in the casino. A very similar table to a blackjack table. On this particular table, there are room for 7 players. Baccarat is a 50-50 guessing game. There is no strategy or no thinking about where to bet or when to bet. The 50-50 game consists of cards being dealt to 2 arbitrary hands. One is called the player and one the banker. The closest to 9 wins. That's the game. Player or banker will win each hand. We have created a mathematical model, which I will go over briefly in the form of an overview, just to break the ice with you folks and let you know that something like this does exist. When this video is over in 3 minutes or 4 minutes, you will be able to contact me to learn more or to get involved or to make Baccarat your career. It's your choice. But what we have mathematically cannot be denied. And it makes a profit over every 5-hour session ever tested in the casino, computer simulations, or in practice use. The same results have been found over and over. Baccarat is actually a beatable game, and I will explain a little bit right now. If you'll notice here, we have $500 in chips. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Green chips are 25, red chips are 5. If Baccarat is indeed a game of guessing of 50-50, and I ask someone to make a $60 bet on, let's say, banker, it will either win or lose. Let's assume it loses. So you have lost 60. I would then ask you to bet $70. Let's say we stick with banker. And you happen to win your next bet of 70. You've lost 60, you've won 70. You've created a $10 profit from 1 win and 1 loss. Let's fast forward. In Baccarat, there's 8 decks of cards in a shoe. Approximately 80 hands are played in an hour. So if you can't know the future, and I don't proclaim to know the future, if you simply vary your bets by $10 in between losses and wins strategically, you will at the end of the hour be up $10 for every 1 win and 1 loss. That's not arguable. That's just math. You win 60, you lose 50. You've made a $10 profit. You win 60, you win 50, you win 40. Then you lose a 30, a 40, and a 50. You're going to be up $30. Every single time you play Baccarat, in the long run, you will be somewhere near 50-50. At 30 to 30, you'll be up 30 $10 bills, which is $300. That's the basis of our system, the very ground level, the foundation of it. What we have is 100 times more intricate. It has multiple people playing at the same shoe, hedging off of each other's wins and losses. It's a concept called the chase. It's never been released before this video. This game, when played with 7 people, all pulling together and strategically hedging against each other's wagers, is infinitely beatable. And in fact, we win 87% of the shoes that we play. And the 13% of the shoes that we have a net loss, those losses are minimal when compared with our average wins. The game is beaten. And we'll get into a little bit of a mathematical discussion for one moment, and then I will close. If you go 35 to 35, meaning 35 times you were correct and 35 times you were wrong, you will pick up 35 times the differential between your bets, this $10 bill. So we are simply harvesting $10 bills while we play Baccarat, a game that can't be beat, so say the experts. 35 $10 bills is $350. So this $350 I'm holding in my hands right here is a result of being 50-50, not even being lucky. Okay? So if I go 35 to 35, I make $350. If I go 40 to 35, I get the same $350 in those $10 bills, but I also win 5 extra units. And if our starting unit was $60, those units would be in succession a 60, a 50, a 40, a 30, and a 20. Added together, that's another 200. So now we have 200 plus the 350, or $550 profit from going 40 to 35. Now some hours you're going to be on the other side of luck, if you want to call it that. 35 to 40. Well, in 35 to 40 we have the same $350 in $10 bills that come in, but what do we lose? A 60, 70, 80, 90, and a 100. That's 400. So 400 out the window and 350 in means a net loss of $50. So on a good hour, we make $550. On a bad hour, we lose $50. I think that you're getting the idea. Good hour, bad hour of the same magnitude, and we're still ahead. Now add 7 people on the same team playing with the same bankroll. And I've got 7 people bringing in on average $350 in $10 bills every hour. So 7 people bringing in $350 is what? That's $2,100 plus $350 is $2,450. So now you've got $2,450 as a base for every hour. And the only thing we can lose is the number of units the 7 people as a group lose to 50-50 or lose to randomness. So if we start every shoe with this much of a head start, do you know how lucky the casino would have to be hour after hour to drain this from our bank accounts? It doesn't happen. In fact, it only happens 13% of the time. The other 87% of the time, there are chips left over based on playing our way. BaccaratSecure.com. Check us out, email us, text us, or call us. We will come to you, show you how to make a living playing Baccarat, and the casinos will still survive, but we can make a living for our families. Thank you for your time.